What up, world? Internet, people, friends, we're back talking about more lenses, surprise, surprise. This time we're talking about something we're very excited about. It is the DZOfilm Arles Primes. Arles, Arles, I don't care how you say it, it doesn't matter. We know the lenses you're talking about, and they're great, modern, VistaVision covering cinema primes. So the DZOfilm Arles, they are a current 5-lens set. 5 more are coming. They are all T14, which I think at this point is the fastest set in the market outside of the Cine Meisters, which are T13s with the same coverage. That being said, the coverage and performance at T14 is actually very good, and there's actually quite a bit of light illumination out to the edges, as we'll see later. But let's get into some specs really quick. Roughly, these lenses are all 3.5-ish pounds, so they're not super heavy, but they're not super light either. 16 blade iris, 95mm front diameter, and currently the 5-lens set that is shipping is a 25, 35, 50, 75, and a 100. And roughly, if you bought all 5 lenses in PL mount, you're looking right around $9,700 US for that. Now, if you buy them individually, they're a little bit more expensive, but as a whole, that's kind of your breakdown point, right around like $1,950 to $2,100 per lens, somewhere in there, based on full set or singles. Now, 86mm front screw-on threads. So if you do have front screw-ons or you want to keep things lightweight, you have that option, which is pretty rad. They are 16 blade iris, so just very nice, big, round bokeh and good performance there. They're very multi-coated. They perform well. And across the board, since they were developed, from ground up for cinema, they're not derived from photo primes. They all have a pretty good degree of consistency, but there's some things that change focal length to focal length that we'll get into later. But as a modern lens, you can expect good close focus. You can expect great contrasty image, but since it is DZO, like the Vespids, there is a little bit of character there that's pretty fun, wide open. So, coming down the line, there are 5 more focal lengths, which I believe are an 18, 21, 40, 135, and 180, which will make this a 10 lens set. And damn it, for the price, it is going to be hard to find anything that compares to what these offer, really across the board, if your main judgment for lenses is performance. With performance usually comes not a whole lot of interesting characteristics, but this is the trade-off that things happen. So, what we've done is we already know these basically outperform anything underneath them. So we wanted today to kind of take these and put them up against some other benchmark sets. So we chose the Sigma Cines, which probably sit 1 rung up in price from these. And we also chose to put them up against the Tokina Vistas, and specifically the Vista 1s, with a little bit more character, and see how they shape up against a lens that is in the $7,000 to $8,000 range per focal length. So what we're gonna do right now is we're just gonna show you a bunch of footage, chart tests, studio tests, and just kind of let you make your own decisions. And then we'll be back with a little bit of wrap up and our final thoughts. So enjoy these lovely tests. So there you have it. I don't know what conclusions you drew, but here's my own personal takeaways from these sets. All the lenses perform really well, as we know that's how they perform. They are known for being very sharp, good, clinical, well-performing lenses. Anything that tests here shows that. I think the DZO maybe has a little bit more distortion as you get to the wides. But I would say the Sigmas maybe have a little bit more inconsistency since they were derived from photo primes that weren't really cohesive in the first place. The Tokinas are great, and from a value perspective and price and performance, honestly, I think those still do sit at the top. It is hard to beat those Tokinas. They are really fantastic. Now, especially with the Tokinas, that 180 that they have is like pretty ridiculous, and their 135 is a really good lens on the Vista ones. We didn't see those in this test, but the Vistas are great. Now, the Sigmas, where they kind of win, is going to be their size. They're incredibly small, very light. They have luminous markings. And if you want eye data, they're the only one of the set that comes with eye data. So if you are making your choices and want to pick, that's gonna be kind of your defining factors. Best performance Vistas, eye data, and lightweight, gonna be the Sigmas. If you want a mix of kind of all of those things, and a little bit more budget friendly, the DZO is going to be there as well. But I don't think if you're trying to make really great images from a well-performing standpoint, none of these lenses are going to let you down in any real way. So, in terms of size and things on these Arles primes, I think they're just at the border of still being able to run, say, this on a Raptor or something on an RS4 or a C70, C300 Mark III, FX3, FX6. You might be able to get these on a smaller gimbal and still be able to rip around and shoot stuff in a pretty low footprint. These things, the mechanics, are absolutely fantastic for the price. I mean, I would say that these rival any sort of mechanics on lenses that are 10 times the price. That's kind of a bold claim. I think DZO is doing really good stuff with the lenses that they're making from not only an optical, but from a mechanical performance standpoint as well. Not to mention the flange depth is very small on these, so if you do want to run rear filtration or do adapters or anything like that, you're probably going to be very safe on the back of these lenses. So that is the DZO Arles, and we couldn't talk about these without also mentioning that the V35 project that we are running is also currently prototyping these to give some more character. So if you really like this set and kind of like the choice of having some character now, but if you want to switch back in the future, you can reverse what we're doing. We're definitely trying to make these a little bit more interesting when it comes to flares and texture and fall off and contrast and some things like that. So if you want a vintage look out of these, we are trying to take a lot of inspiration from the old Takumar lenses in our modifications. And I think these are a really great starting point for a lens to be modified. It's gonna be a great collection of focal lengths, 10 across the board, all super fast, and we are very excited to get that out. We're still really excited about these. We were originally just going to do the converted versions only, but after playing with these extensively now, I think we're probably just gonna get a set of these and our V35 ones in the shop because these are just going to be super popular. I just don't know how, you know, on this 5-lens set, I would imagine most places are gonna be anywhere from $250 to $400 a day for a rental rate. That's really, really, really good for how well these lenses perform. So I think these are gonna be really popular in the market. They're gonna perform well. I think you're gonna see a lot of stuff shot on them. And that is our take and our thoughts on these DZO Arles primes. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content. Hopefully this made a decision easy for you if you've been considering these. Here it is. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.